Okay, I am doing the Christmas tree and I thought I would come on so that I could show you how I put this all together. I already have the lights on it. This tree is a 48-inch tree frame and it has 130 tips, which means there's like 60. So I have, actually I've cut 2.5 rolls of 10-inch. And I'm doing just like they're 20 inches, and I'm doing like a little bit of a woodland ruffle because I just want to bring the edges in because it's I don't want to have a lot of fraying, and then just gather them up. One thing you have to really work on is making sure you put them in tight because otherwise things kind of fall off. So if you tighten them up, they're good. I've got a ton of stuff to go on this. This one I'm doing in like an elf, that's my theme. And I have a sign that's coming that I had made because this is an order for someone. And that should probably be in tomorrow, but I can get everything else on it before and just leave a spot for the sign. And hopefully it'll all come together. I like this mesh. It is well, it's a snowball. And then it's got the foil going through it, so it gives it some body. I just kind of scrunch it at in through the middle. Kind of like a sloppy ruffle. If there is such a thing. I did a puff on one where I did like a poofy one. I didn't like it as much as I do a ruffle. Just looks nicer. And when you start putting, you know, the ornaments and everything on it, just, I don't know, just gives it a whole different look. I didn't really care for it that way. I think I took it apart and redid it. These are really kind of nice. I mean, if you live in a small apartment or you're in a retirement place or something, you don't really have room for a tree, you can put this on the wall, and it's really a nice size, and it looks, it's so pretty when they're done. I'll go back through and make sure I didn't miss any. It's easy, very easy to do. When I'm doing the ruffle, I usually just, I do fold it down and around maybe 3 or 4 times. Then just scrunch it up. I have 2 of these to make this year so far. The bottom part of the base, like the trunk, I just took a 10-inch mossy colored, because I'm really, my color scheme is the lime green and red. And I just did like a little poof there and just filled it in. And that's how it looks. Although I'm going to be very wary to hang this on my wall. The last one I did, it ripped everything. It was so heavy, it ripped everything off the wall. My hanger, everything. I heard something at night, and I just thought, God, what is that noise, you know? But it didn't get up the next morning. I went, oh, okay. But yeah. If you have any questions, just leave them. I'm not seeing any messages, so I don't know, there must be something wrong with my iPad. I'll get back to you. Although this does take a long time to put this together. It's not a quickie, easy. Just putting the lights on alone takes about an hour, because I hook them with the small ties, the little 6-inch ones, throughout the frame. It's such a beautiful day out today. It's like the perfect Michigan fall day. It's like in the 60s, but sunny. I should be out there working in my yard's getting everything cut down. But I think it's going to be nice again tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. I hate to see it all go away. Around the edges, you want to make sure you put these ties in really tight, because that's what kind of holds it all in. Maybe not. We were at the show at Sims, this distributor where I buy things at. One of the artists there, he used one of the frames and he did a little bit different. He left the green showing and only used a little bit of mesh, and he found some, they had some metal, like, packages, and they're like 3 of them together, and he mounted that down here for the base of it. It was really cute. It wasn't as full as this with putting all the mesh in it. I'm not sure if Craft Outlet sells these. In. Yeah, actually, I think they do. They sell one, but it has a open. The base of it, I'm not really sure. It's open because I did one of those. It's smaller than this. I think it was like 36 inches, and I filled it in with the ties. Just filled the hole because it had the whole inside of it was empty. I was at Walmart today trying to get lights. Oh my God. It's like they're putting their stuff out like it's gonna take a month to get it all out. They just like a little dribble here, a little dribble there. It's still not out. They didn't have all their lights out. I think I went there 4 times because I had no lights left from last year. I used them all. And almost everything I do at Christmas, I put lights in it. I know here in Michigan, things are always sold lighted. I got a broken one. I'll put another one in there. Just got. You wouldn't think I would have to order anything since I spent so much money the last 2 months, but I didn't have the candy cane frames, and I had ordered for 2 of those, and I had to order some more things, and you know, I just didn't get away with just ordering those. But I do love these ties. These ties are marvelous, just marvelous. You can use them for almost anything that you're doing to attach it to reefs or even like the deco mesh, all of that. I use those for everything. I just got a bunch in. I think they sell them at Hobby Lobby during Christmas time. 2, 3. How many do I have? I have to cut one more. 1, 2. Yes, I do. I need one more. And once again, this is a 48-inch Christmas tree frame, and it has 130 tips on it, which are what these little things right here I'm attaching it to. So there's like 60 of them. I think that's what I figured out. No, it was more than that. No, it was 60. No, 65. Anyways, there's a lot. It takes over 2.5 rolls of the 10-inch mesh, depending on what size you're gonna, if you're gonna put a ruffle in. I did these 20, so I could get at least 14 out of it. Normally on a woodland ruffle, I do them 36, I think, 35 or 36 inches long. Okay, I need 2 more. Yes. And I think I have 200 lights on here. 200. I put the multicolor on it, and there's 200 lights that will light it up. I love Christmas lights. Right. Got all of my mesh on. Doesn't it look pretty? I just love it. I'm going to hang it up here. I'm going to make a bow. That's usually where I start, is with the bow on the top. I think I'm going to use this North Pole on there too, the 4-inch. I think I'm going to make it's 31. Yeah. 28 inches is what I'm going to measure. I think that's the right size because I want to make, I forget what it's called. It's a bow that has a lot of flippy-doos all around it. And this is like 6 inches. And it has a 6-inch loop. I just don't know if I made my tail long enough, and I didn't. But we'll keep that one in there. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it 32 inches. But we will keep that in. But first, I'm going to put this, I'm going to put 2, going to make it my base. Then I'm going to set all my loopy-doops on. This, I think I am going to 10 inches. This is beautiful ribbon. It has velvet on the edges, and it's thick, and it's marvelous to work with. It's a little tough when you use it in a bow maker to get it twisted and everything, but I really like it. So these I'm going to go with like 6.5. And I think the most important thing with this type of ribbon is to make sure your edges are out, because of it having the velvet on the edge. Kind of wants to curl in, and then it just won't lay nice. So I always try to make sure that that part of it isn't all curled up. Kind of use my hand for my little measurement. Now we're going to put the North Pole in there. This one I'm going to do by hand because there's lettering on it. And I'm just going to be doing the same thing with a 1 loop bow on each side. So we're going to do this one. Same. Come in a little bit. Yep, that's good. Bring this one around. When you're doing anything with writing on it, you want to make sure that you have the yucky side up, and then you're going to flip it up to the good side. It's like a figure 8. Turn it around so the lettering is looking at me. I'm going to be cutting these with, see that one I did 28, so I think I'm going to go 32. We have such pretty ribbon out this year. God, you could just go crazy. And I'm going to get this other one right here. I had another stripe, but I don't know what I did with it. Okay. We'll use these and see what happens. All of my ribbon, most of it came from Carolina Pottery and Sims. I think that Prep Outlet sells most of this. You can find it there. Carolina Pottery, they have just beautiful things. I fell in love. Glad I don't live near there. I would definitely spend lots and lots of money. Okay. Let's see. Let's start with this one. Now I'm going to measure out 6 inches. Twist. Guess I should put some of these on. So now I'm going to alternate it on this side over here. I'm going to go 6 inches. Twist it. The only thing bad about these velvet are the velvet. I love velvet. God, it just sticks to everything. When you're making a bow, it sometimes gets caught. I do love this ribbon. So what you're doing is you're like alternating each one. Now this one has like a, the rickrack is like a felty, velvety feel. And this one is felt. This is going to be a big bow. That'll be good. It will take up a lot. Now this has a pattern. Let's see. I'm going to have to twist it. Yeah. I really do love this ribbon right here, but it's a pain to work with because it's sparkly in that, but it's just very thin. To get it to lay nice. This is going to be a very luscious bow. Maybe it'll take up enough room where I won't have to put so many things on it. Although I do have things to go in it. My sister always said that my tops of my trees always look like a headdress, like Vegas, New Year's Eve in Vegas. All right. Just hopefully these are not all twisted around so that I end up. The most important thing is to make sure I got everything in here. This is a thick one. Oh yeah, it is white thick. See if we can turn this around with me screwing it up. Then I use these when I attach my bows. I just double it. If it isn't long enough to go through, I just, add another one to each end. I cut it in half and add it. I like it better than the wire. I don't know why, but I just do. So I'm not going to tighten this up all the way so I can pull this around because this bow requires a lot of tugging and pulling. But I have to make sure I don't let things move. Okay, I think that's good. Just I twisted at the base once. Now I'm going to tighten up as best I can. Okay, now we're going to fluff. I don't normally use the fluff box because I end up usually fluffing it a little, fluffing it here, then I fluff it when I get it on, fluff it a little bit more. What were the girls saying when we were at her thing? Fluff and walk away. Yeah, that would be a good thing. Isn't that pretty? I do like it. And I think it will go well with the theme. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bow on, and then I'm probably going to come back to decorate it because I need to get a ladder. I really didn't think about what I was doing today. I just thought, well, let's see if I can get it hooked up. And of course, I got it hooked up. And then I will come back for the decoration because it just will take too long. Just making these it's not something you can do in an hour because there's too many steps. And it's such a large area that you're filling. But once you have, your idea of what you're doing, you've got all the base of it put in, then it goes pretty fast. But I'm going to put it on a ladder because once I start putting things on it, I had a 50-pound hanger and it came off. So there is our bow. And then maybe I can see why I'm not getting comments. I don't understand why I'm not. Not that I could probably do this quickly and read comments, to be honest. There she blows. see, this side, to the downside. I'm going to feed this right through the frame in front of the one tie there. And just wrap it right around. Well, I should probably take off the... Yes, it's 24 by 48 and it has 130 tips. So it has to have 65. Okay, just so you can see how the bow looks at the top, I'm going to put some, I'm putting this in the top right here, and these, and I have some of these curlicues that are come out. It's going to be pretty. So I'm going to go up, get a ladder, and I will be back. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.